I thank the gentleman from South Carolina. Now yield 5 minutes to my friend from the great state of Texas, Lloyd Doggett.
Mr. Chairman, I respect you for undertaking the Herculean task of putting together a budget resolution that yields to Trump's demands for trillions in new tax breaks for his billionaire buddies, attempts to avoid an unacceptable acceleration of the national debt, all without betraying the middle class by denying health care to the sick and opportunity to the young. But, Mr. Chairman, it's an impossible task. The numbers simply don't add up, and you cannot just adopt the Trump approach of making things up and announcing alternative facts, though there are some parts of your proposal that appear to do just that. Indeed, the independent, bipartisan Citizens for Responsible Federal Budget concluded last night that your proposal actually adds an astounding $5.5 to $6 trillion to our national debt. The true name for this bill is reconciliation, W-R-E-C-K, because you make a wreck of our national debt and ever bringing it under control, and you take a wrecking ball to vital initiatives that our middle class needs. Donald Trump promised so much, but his focus was on prices. He said starting on day one, we'll end inflation, make America affordable, bring down the prices of all goods. He said he'd do it on day one when he takes the oath of office, and as recently as this past month, he said, we're going to have prices down. I think you're going to see some pretty drastic price reductions. Well, he's fulfilled a lot of prices and done a lot of cutting, but now he's shifted to a new statement that Americans will feel a little pain from his 25% Trump tariff grocery tax. Today's bill offers so many cuts, but it's not to grocery prices or drug prices, all to pay for his billionaire tax bonus. In my hometown of Austin, about half of all children receiving care at Dell Children's Hospital have Medicaid. About half of all the births in Austin are covered by Medicaid, as are nearly 300,000 pregnant Texans. This draconian bill will undermine health care access for these folks. For the millions who face the diagnosis of cancer, Alzheimer, or other dread diseases, Republicans are cutting innovative medical research and denying consumers the hope of a cure. Trump is asking to fire 40% of the staff of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, at the time we may face another pandemic. Among the first to feel the pain will be nursing home residents with the planned repeal of new safe staffing standards. It's a double bonus for the wealthy owners, the private equity people who own these nursing homes, because they can provide less care, not provide adequate support for the most vulnerable while they get new tax breaks and dodge any accountability. And as for education, the proposal to dismantle the Department of Education threatens education for those with disability and education for our most economically disadvantaged citizens, as well as students hoping to have the chance to get a higher education. Given new troubling developments yesterday, one obvious place for revision of your budget that I would recommend is defense. Because since President Trump has declared his intent to pal with Putin and attack our allies, he seems set to engage in the greatest act of appeasement on Ukraine since Neville Chamberlain abandoned Czechoslovakia in 1938. Unless there is an unexpected pushback that I haven't heard yet from our Republican colleagues, the Republican Party will forever be stained as the party that lost Ukraine and perhaps much more. Yes, Trump has promised a new golden age for America. And with this budget imposing new burdens on the sick and the hungry, we see who gets the gold, the billionaires on the front row of his inauguration, not America's middle class, which has been betrayed. I yield back.